It's good to get out when you feel bad vibes. There have been so many situations in my life where like I didn't get out when I felt bad vibes. I remembered them today when I was ironing a shirt, actually.
Ironing a shirt, that's specific.
Yeah, there's something that I'm like going to do with a friend tomorrow, and I really wanted to wear this certain shirt, but then I found it in my like under my bed. It was very wrinkly. And I'm like, shit, I gotta iron this now. I'm like, how do I do this? And so I got out my ironing stuff and I ironed it, and it reminded me of I told you guys about the hookah store, right? Or the hookah shop, the restaurant that I used to work at, and I walked out.
What? What store?
Oh, I guess I never told you guys about this. I used to work at a a shisha bar that served really great food, maybe the best I'd ever eaten in my life. However, I had walked in there because I wanted to work 2 jobs while being in college, because I really wanted to go back to Japan again and again, and I wasn't making quite enough money to be able to like
Traveling
live and
is
also
expensive, yeah.
go to Japan 7 times a year.
Wow.
So I went to go search for a second job, and I went there and I walked in and I immediately got bad vibes because my man looked at the shirt I was wearing and it was a little wrinkly, but it wasn't too bad. And he went on a tirade and he said, "Take this off right now, we're going to iron it." And then he gave me like a shirt he had in the back to put on, and then put it on an ironing board and said, "Iron it." And I was like, I don't really know how, because I mean, I didn't know how all of my life. Yeah, Mama Mori had ironed shirts, but it wasn't because I was a lazy ass. It was because I was working after school until like 11:30 p.m. sometimes, and I didn't have time to iron my shirts. Also, I really just wore wrinkly clothes in high school. And so my dude straight up looks at me, and I shit you not, he says, "I am absolutely appalled. It is astonishing that a Reaper does not know how to iron clothes. All Reapers should know how to iron clothes." And I said,
this dude's like chill.
I said, okay. And he's like, "I will teach you how." And I get it. He comes from a realm where it's the Reaper ironing realm. I get it. But I was like, all right. And so I started ironing the shirt and literally on the verge of tears. I need that money.
Man.
I need that money.
Ironing? Like, I can sorta iron. It's just I take forever ironing, especially long sleeve shirts. Like,
you
have to fold the long sleeve, and then when you think that you made the long sleeve, the one side of the long sleeve straight, you look, unfold it, and then you see like another wrinkle caused by the ironing. And it's like a forever loop, and I take like the whole hour ironing a shirt. So I never actually like iron my clothes. What I do is like so since I don't have a dryer at home, I would basically, once it's done washing in the washing machine, I would just take it out, and then you would put it on the hanger, right? And and then I would just pull it, like I would just like stretch it, and try to like just while it's still wet.
Shower.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I think I heard this before. Huh?
What on earth?
The steam will iron out the wrinkles.
Bae.
I do actually have like a stand-up what do you call it? Iron, where like you can just have it on the hanger, and you can just like iron it without the ironing board. It's
genius.
It sort of works. I think it doesn't do as good of a job as one that like an ironing board, obviously, but
Using
it does
gravity.
Yeah, but it does help a lot with like most wrinkles. It makes it pretty neat. And I think I'm usually satisfied with that. So.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. Well, I've learned how to iron since then, guys. Don't worry.
Man.
I learned how to iron since then. But I actually gave that place 2 weeks, even after that.
Oh,
Can you believe it?
Wow.
Yup. But the last remark that got me to leave was, "Your brain is so small."
What? That's just
when
rude.
we had a bunch of customers in there.
No.
And I looked my dude in the face with just the angriest look. He said, "You want to give me that look? Fine, go, get out." And I said, "I quit."
Yeah.
And I walked, the customers watched me leave. The customers would always lean over the bar and be like, yo, the dude that owns this place fucking sucks. I am so sorry. And I'd be like, it is what it is, man. 2 weeks and didn't get paid a dime, by the way.
Oh my.
What the?
Sue him!
Yep, I know, right?
That's not nice.
That's the Mama Mori and everybody said, you gotta go in there and sue him, but I was too tired at that point. I was like, forget about it. So I went to my other part-time job and I talked to the manager. I told her what happened to me and she said, it's okay, no problem. We can give you some extra hours here and get you paid, you know, for a little bit of overtime and whatnot if that's what you want. No need to work 2 jobs. We'll give you some more hours. So that was nice. Yeah, I know it's literally illegal. I know, but you gotta understand, I was really messed up from that experience. I didn't want to see that dude again. Like,
so rude.
I think I would have broke down. But at that time, I was a lot younger, and I think nowadays, if it was the me that has now existed, like not post, because I'm still doing it, but post entering Hololive, I think it would be a lot different. I think that I would go in there and do something about it, but it's in the past now, so.
Yeah.
Iris, your angry face.
No,
it was so cute.
I'm literally so mad from hearing that. Really, like working two whole weeks,
2 weeks with
unpaid,
nothing.
like, and also
really
having to
mean.
deal with his shiitake. Like, what the?
Angrous. Remind me to make Iris angry more often, guys. I want to see Angrous face more.
Seriously, man. What the fuck?
Oh, it's all right. I mean, I know that it's so cliche to say that like I came out stronger afterward, but you know, I think I did, and I learned after that to not take any bullshit because I felt kind of dumb afterward. I was like, how could I let someone just like toss me around like that and say things like that about me? And you know what? Even though I don't live in that place anymore and I'm not just gonna randomly like go back there just to shout in dude's face or anything, it taught me, I guess, a life lesson about, you know, to never let that happen again. And go back to our original point, going back, if you feel bad vibes, get out. Just go.
Man,
Leave.
that sort of reminds. Oh yeah, the question. I think it was about singing. I think it was about singing. Advice for singing, and then it started derailing to ironing shirts, and then But like, can we derail it even more though? I thought of something like, you know, so like Callie's experience with like the horrible store owner, like what the hell, and then like basically get out if you think if you feel like bad vibes, get out ASAP. That reminds me of like how, of course it's not even close to as bad of an experience as what Callie experienced, but like when I was trying to see a specialist for like my throat, and the first doctor I went to was just like a GP Inkoka. It's like, it's one of the specialists for the throat, and like, oh my god, I cried when it got me going back home. Like he was so rude, you know. When you go to a doctor, you're not necessarily the happiest person in the world when you're going to a doctor, right? You kind of go in worried, like, I wonder what's wrong. And then you sit on the chair, and then the doctor's just like, okay, what's your problem? And you're just like, so, like, I went to a regular doctor, and they gave me medication for my throat, but it's not getting better. And they're like, okay, let me see. And it's like just the way he talks and is like so rude. Like it was like the most rudest experience I've ever experienced. And then like on top of that, he also starts talking bad about like the other doctors I've been to, being like, yeah, they don't know what they're doing. They're all really dumb. They're all really dumb. I don't even know why you listen to them. Like, you know, no such of like, yeah, oh my god. And then like I'm wearing my mask and you have to like take it off so that they can like see the inside of your nose and stuff for your throat and stuff. And like I'm just like, he wasn't so clear on me, like what I had to do, so I didn't know what to do, and I still had my mask on, and he just used his like hand motions to like, here, take off your mask. He didn't even say anything. He just used his hand to be like, like I don't know how to like express it in words, but like he just used hand just to like take it off. When I didn't get it, he was like, are you a little slow? Like he literally told me that, like, are you a little slow? Like, I mean, take it off. Man,
I'll fucking kill him.
Yeah, it's like it was horrible. And then like he prescribes me like medication. I think it was some sort of corticosteroid to heal the inflammation in the throat. and it was like one of those things that you breathe in, like you breathe like a cartridge. I've never used one of those before. Like, I've seen them, but I've never used them before. So I'm just like, how do you use this? And he was like, you open it, right? And I'm like, yeah. And then do you like breathe this from your nose or something? He was like, are you stupid? Of course you don't breathe it from your nose. It's your throat is the problem, right? Your throat is the problem. Why would you breathe it through your nose? And I'm like, I just don't know. I don't know this. I've never done this before. And then he explains it to me. And oh my God, I was so depressed after that, man.
Oh my God.
Give me the cord. Punch it!
Man.
IRYS, did you read the Google reviews?
I did. Like, I actually didn't read the Google reviews, but I looked it up on Google before going, and it had pretty decent reviews. Like I didn't read the reviews itself, but the amount of stars they had was pretty decent. And when I got back home, I checked it more further, and then I see people saying stuff like, oh yeah, it's he's very, very straightforward, can be very blunt, but he's a good doctor. I'm just like, am I being too sensitive? No, that was. I've been to so many doctors.
I don't know how the medical
sounds like copium
exam works in virtual Japan, but here, literally a part of the exam to get into med literally requires you to be emotionally capable. Like, there's an entire section in the exam that tests you on how you deal with patients emotionally, because that's a very big part of being a doctor.
Yeah.
Literally straightforward and blunt. I'm sorry, that wouldn't fly, okay?
Yeah.
Literally, where's the empathy?
Yeah.
Where's the EQ?
Yeah, that doctor really seemed like she hated his job. Like, you must hate your job is what I thought the moment I entered the room. So grumpy and just But yeah, I never went back, of course. But ever since then, I've been to several doctors after that as well. And some doctors are they're not the nicest person in the world, but after experiencing that, I feel like I can handle anything. That's why I wanted to talk about it, because when you talk about how bad experiences kind of make you stronger, sort of thing, it is kind of true. Yeah, because I feel like I'm pretty confident I can handle almost any doctor now after that, because that was the worst experience ever. Bye.